What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mack coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mack Show. 7:30 in the morning, Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. Today I'm going to talk about what transpired during the Super Bowl parade, the Super Bowl victory parade in Kansas City towards the tail end of the parade. Um, it is a horrific, event that happened. But my main thing is that I want to make sure that the mainstream media is not pushing a narrative towards anything. That this was what it is and all of that. So this is not going to be more of like my happy time because this and also making sure that we're not pushing this narrative because of the color of the people's skin that was involved, that this is just how we act. I gotta dispel that, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, this probably was more this is heartbreaking. I've been talking about this since yesterday. With people I work with, I've reached out to a few people who was at the parade. So I'm going to give their anonymous viewpoint of what they saw. Sum up. I'm not going to say any names or anything like that. Um, you know what I mean? So um, it's just a lot right now. It's a lot. So bear with me because this is my city. I love the Chiefs. But I said yesterday I wasn't going to that parade. My anxiety's too bad. You know what I'm saying? There's way too many people out there. From what I understand, it was well over 100 something thousand people that was at this parade. So, and everybody's jumping on the Chiefs bandwagon. You know what I mean? I was with this team when they sucked in the late 80s, when they started going to the playoffs in the 90s and losing to when we sucked again, and I'm gonna put, some other things that um I don't think people quite understand, why I love this team, why I love the city. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is hard. I'm not even gonna hold you. This is hard. But let me just see who's all in the chat real quick. Shout out to Big Shamage, Groovy V, what's going on? Johnny Washington, what's up? What's up? What's up? Robin D, my lady. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? The admin. So if y'all get out of line in this chat, you already know who gonna hit you up first, or if it's Gray, if he come in the house. But Robin will get you up and out of here. Raymond Coke. What's going on? D Stizzles in the house. What's up? James Willis in the house. What's going on? Uh, Roberta. What's going on? Torrent Rain Reloaded. What's going on? Yep. Exactly. I just read your comment. Exactly. Frankenstein's. What's going on? Fahim Carter. Good morning. Good morning. Tracy Wood. What's going on? Princetta, what's going on? Yeah, I already said. Majid Khan, what's going on? What's going on, my brother? Um, yeah, and like I said, I'm gonna get to this. I'm going to, show you, give you some perspective from our local station here. Um, and talk about the young lady who lost her life, the DJ that lost her life too, and prayers out to her family. So I'm gonna get to all of that. Tyra J, what's up? What's up? What's up? I see you in here. What's going on? So I'm gonna talk about that. Like I said, it's not my normal thing, but I am gonna have some announcements that I'm gonna do before I get to that. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan at the Heavy Gan channel. But you already know. I hit that prematurely. I hit that completely prematurely. I was not trying to do that. So, um, so a couple announcements. And I'm gonna get to some of you guys' comments too. But couple announcements. I am working. Well, when I come back, I'm working on a Fantastic Four um thought video, just a real quick video, probably no more than like 5 to 6 minutes. Also, also, I was watching what is well God, I was watching this video today and I was like, oh my God. Matter of fact, since you guys are live, I might just show it. No, I'm gonna save it for the video. Um, so yesterday, what video was I watching? I was watching Emergency Awesome. I was watching Emergency Awesome's video about the Fantastic Four, and again, I'm gonna do a video, kind of give my thoughts on the casting and all of that. Yeah, and I don't know about y'all, but tell me if I'm tripping. Doesn't Pedro Pascal look like a young Burt Reynolds or a middle, little 38, you know what I'm saying? Year old Burt Reynolds. That's just me, especially with that mustache. But anyway, uh, but Emergency Awesome mentioned that that Marvel has not changed the name to from Avengers 5. It is still Avengers Kang Dynasty. So Giant all my people that's Giant the Major fans, Tori Rain Low, he does look like Burt Reynolds. If you look at a picture of Pedro Pascal with that mustache, you go look at a picture of Burt Reynolds. Yeah, I'm just saying. If he ever does a redo of Smokey and the Bandit, I'm just saying. But or does a Burt Reynolds biopic, I pick Pedro Pascal. But I'm going to give my thoughts. But yes, Emergency Awesome in his video about the Fantastic Four says it is still called Kang Dynasty. And if you know, Emergency Awesome has big connects with the big studios, with Marvel, DC, all he has connects. You know what I'm saying? And him, as much as y'all talk about Grace, I've never seen them just like, oh well, I've seen Grace be off on a take, but not be off on her source. So it's still called Kang Dynasty. So I'm gonna do a video on that and everything. So look out for that video later on today. And plus, tell me what you guys think. I mean, it's still called Kang Dynasty. We haven't seen an official recasting like we seen like Marvel came out with the Fantastic Four. They coming out in 2025, April of 2025. You know what I mean? He looks more like Burt than Reed Richards. Yeah, I mean, hey, Reed Richards is a fictional character that somebody created, though. Junior Network, what's going on? So you never know what what they might have him look like, but he does look like Burt Reynolds. Anyway, but yeah, so look out for that video today. As soon as I drop off as soon as I come back from taking my son to school, that I'm gonna get that video out the door, get it edited, everything, and set that up. Caliber, what's going on? So yeah, so that's what I'm going to talk about on today. So let's get to this story because, like I said, I see you, Tyra. It is Tyra. You know what really hurts me on this one is that everybody's blaming black people for it. Not the two idiots, black people. Black people don't know how to act. Black people, like, it's one. No, we don't. You know what I mean? And then and I think I'm getting close to it on because I was watching First Things First, and the Raptors, the Raptors. Denver, I'm gonna talk about all of that, but it's the narrative, and I'm just breaking down the mainstream media's narrative because in the Denver parade, somebody was shot and killed at the Denver parade for the NBA championship, the Raptors championship. You know what I mean? People were hurt during, I think, was it the Colorado Avalanche parade a few years ago? So it's just the fact that they, excuse me, that they always want to point, when this go off, look at what black people doing. Oh, here go black people. Like, no, them two idiots, not us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Big G, what's going on? So let me share my screen real quick, so I could give you, and I'm gonna give you some anonymous backdrop from what I've heard from people that was there, because I reached out to several people. You know what I mean? So I didn't think it was gonna look like that. Okay, it's cutting off. I'm gonna have to do that for. All right. I thought. Let me just do this. So yes, and let me full screen this. So Union Station shooting. Kansas City radio station identifies woman killed in shooting at parade. And this is the young lady. There was a local DJ here named Lisa Lopez that was shot in Kansas City during the parade. So, Kansas City leaders and police will continue to working Thursday to sort out through evidence in Wednesday's Kansas City Chief Parade and rally shooting at Union Station that left one woman dead and at least 22 others with gunshot wounds. Kansas City Police Chief Stacey Graves said 3 people were taken into custody after the incident that left the city reeling following what's supposed to be a day of celebration. Kansas City radio station KKFI confirmed Wednesday night that one of his DJs, Lisa Lopez, host of the Tesa Tehadro, died in the shooting. Lopez is a sister of Lee Summits Mayor Pro Tem Beto Lopez, according to the city's mayor. So first off, what's up? What's up, Jamie? The man in the red was next to me and behind my kids. My cousin was the one. Oh man, Jamie. I'm sorry. Jamie, you know who you are. If y'all don't know, that's like my sister, my heart. I'm so sorry, Jamie. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My heart and everything go out to your family. Because I know you, your brother, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so sorry, Jamie. I'm so sorry. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Ah, Jesus. And this is why, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Jamie, I'm so blessed that you are here. I'm just blessed. I am so incredibly blessed that you're here with us. And everybody else who, you know what I mean, is Jesus, Lord have mercy. All right. Let me just say this. Because Jamie, you my heart. Jamie, we go back. You my heart. So it's just to be so close to that and to know that I wish you would have. Oh, I wish you would have called me. Oh, I wish you would have called me or hit me up. Oh, Jesus, this is taking me. I'm not supposed to get emotional on these shows, but Jamie, if I would have found out something happened to you, I would have. Jesus, Lord have mercy. And this is why. Thank you, Derek Dynasty. Thank you so very much, for getting that membership. For one, this is why it's so important that you guys live life. Let me get myself back on screen real quick. This is why it is so important to me that I do what I love and I do it every day. And I enjoy every moment of this. And to know that somebody I was so close with was right next to this guy that was one of the shooters. It's just you just have to take every single day and live it to the fullest. I've told you guys before that I was shot at before in an incident that changed my life forever. And that's why I do what I have fun. I enjoy myself. I absolutely just love life. And I do what I want to do. I work hard so I can do what I want to do. Buy what I want to buy. Hang with my kids and do what we want to do. All of this stuff, man. And you can't take any of this for granted. Any of this life. Let me take my glasses off. Jesus. I mean, any of this life, anything that you have, don't take it for granted, man. Do not take it for granted. Live your life and enjoy your life, man. Don't cross people. You know what I'm saying? Forgiveness Even if you have malice in your heart for somebody, forgiveness is not for them, y'all. Forgiveness is for you, because you never know what might happen. You just never know what might happen. So Jamie, who I'm really praying for you. Really praying for your family. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Let me get back to this article. Whew. All right. Along with losing his sister, Lopez's two nieces and nephews were also injured. They out here shooting, and they shot up kids, man. That's the biggest thing. They shot up kids. Our dear friend, Mayor Pro Tem Beto Lopez and his family need our prayers now and tonight, says Lee Summit Mayor Bill Baird. His family members were victims in the parade today. His sister was killed. He has two nieces and nephews also injured in a horrific shooting. This is truly heartbreaking and an absolute tragedy. Though we feel helpless, we can pray for him and his family and offer our most sincere condolences and empathy. Vito and Vanessa, we love you. We are praying for you, and we pray even harder as you deal with the loss and heartache. The Kansas City Fire Department says 8 victims had immediate life-threatening injuries. The seven had life-threatening injuries, 6 had non-life-threatening injuries. Victims were transported to 3 hospitals: Children's Mercy, Truman Medical Center, and St. Luke's Hospital. If you go to Truman, you're being saved. If you're in Kansas City or you know anything about Kansas City, you don't go to Truman for nothing else but gunshot wounds, because that's where they will send government officials, president, whatever, to Truman Hospital, because you are getting saved from a gunshot wound down there. So, you know what I mean? St. Luke's is a really good hospital. Also, so my oldest son, Daniel, was born there. So, Children's Mercy says they're treating 11 children. That's what hurts. I mean, it hurts just, you're trying to have fun. You're in a parade. We got back-to-back Super Bowl winners. We have something to celebrate. Some idiot comes up and decides that, let me go ahead and just, tear the club up. Let me tear down your hopes and dreams. You know what I'm saying? What if he would have shot Pat Mahomes? What if he would have shot Isaiah Pacheco or Rashid Rice or Chris Jones or any of the Chiefs players? You know what I'm saying? Shot multiple Chiefs players, and these people lost their life, lost their careers because some idiot. You already had the DJ that lost her life. You know what I'm saying? Your nieces and nephews shot over some idiot. It ain't got nothing to do with black people. Not black people. We need to do better. You know what I'm saying? We stop doing that, because now you're putting the onus, instead of holding these 2 idiots responsible, or these 3 people responsible, you're putting the onus on a whole city full of black people that had nothing to do with this. We were out having fun too. You know what I mean? Oh, Jesus Christ. All the children are expected to make a full recovery. Thank God for that. According to the hospital, the age range of the victims were between 6 and 15 years old. Graves said officers immediately responded to the area and performed life-saving measures to aid victims. We know officers ran towards danger. She said officers were there to keep everyone safe. Over 800 officers was on the scene. 600 were from Kansas City Police Department. I am angry at what happened today, Graves said. The people who came to this celebration to inspect a safe environment. We had over 800 law enforcement officers at this location. The FBI is seeking video. The FBI and Kansas City Police Department have set up an online page dedicated to tips about Wednesday shooting at Union Station. The shooting killed 1 person and wounded 22 others. The FBI is encouraging parade goers to provide any video of the parade that could help in this case. The site is here. And of course, they set up for all my people in Kansas City. Just let you know that Kansas City Police has also set up a separate phone line on the case. If you have information, please call the police. Please call the police at 816-413-3477. That's 816-413-3477. We need to hear from anyone in the vicinity of the parade shooting today that directly witnessed the shooting incident, has any video of the shooting incident, or who was a victim of the shooting who was not yet reported being shot, to please call this dedicated line. KCPD tweeted. Jesus Lord. Whew. This is again, this is crazy to me. Now I'm going to read from an anonymous source that hit me up. I also had someone that was close to that I know that called me this morning, told me, what they saw. They were going towards Union Station. There's a bridge that crosses over. If you've been there, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a bridge that crosses over. They're going over the Union Station. They seen people, the cops running towards Union Station because it was so, thick out there. You know, um, they go in and like, hey, I could go in behind the cops because they making traffic. And then next thing you know, they hear a bunch of gunshots and people are running for their lives. You know. But one anonymous source hit me up and and thank God, for this individual. Um I'm just going to say what they hit me up. Um Let me get to the part. It said, okay, so the parade, we had a blast. Upon gathering our things to leave, we were located maybe 30 feet away. I and we heard what sound like anywhere from 10 to 12 shots, which at first we in the immediate area thought were fireworks. Then maybe seconds later, a few more shots when we all realized there were gunshots and everybody hit the ground and a lot of people running. And as we were getting up from ducking and hitting the ground, we heard someone say someone got shot and they were laying on the ground bleeding. So me and some of my family from out of town looked over from where the shots were coming from and saw a little girl on the ground. And of course, we started moving really fast through the crowd, which, as you can imagine, was hard and scary. People were getting trampled over, and we ended up going up the hill and had to climb down the wall in order to get out the area to head to the cars. Horrible. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say the young lady's name, but I thanked her for being brave to hit me up and let me know, kind of what happened. Um but she said, one of the victims was a little girl that she saw, bleeding. Could you imagine you're trying to go somewhere, you're having fun and you're celebrating because you're a fan of this team and and all of that, and somebody comes out and next thing you know, you see a little girl that is trying to see football players that people were screaming up and down for because they won a Super Bowl. Or maybe she thought, if I see Travis Kelsey, I might see Taylor Swift. And I know some of y'all got problems with, oh man, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. She's bringing eyes to a product. You can't be mad at that. But what do you feel like and me as a parent? I couldn't imagine. I legitimately couldn't imagine what I would have, what my brain automatically, honestly, would have went um into trying to help help the baby. Um, but that's just me. Um, but then you're scared also because you don't want to be the next one, you know, or whatever. You don't want to be caught in anything. Even it's so hard, man. It is so hard. But Touring Rainbow Loaded, you're right. Yeah, some men aren't looking for anything like money. Some people just want to watch the world burn. And from Ricky Domo, what's going on? What's going on? Good morning, good morning. From my other anonymous source told me that it was some young dudes just down there, you know, trying to, like elbowing people, trying to start trouble. He didn't say that they were a part of it or anything, but they were trying to start trouble, coming down there, pushing people to the side, all of this stuff, elbowing, thinking they're tough. You know what I mean? Just, doing too much. And there was some people that were 49ers fans that was at the parade talking crazy. Names wasn't a lot, but they were down there talking crazy. So they don't know what this is. But I'm about to share my screen one more time and kind of go over what, like I said, I was watching First Things First, and it came to to this here. So let me share. Oh, let me share my screen real quick. And let me just play this just for a second, because like I said, it was something I heard. Maybe I was tripping, maybe I was asleep. I don't know, but I swear that I heard that they were trying to insinuate that maybe it was some gang violence or something. You know what I mean? But let me keep going.
Some of the facts here are starting to coalesce for us. It does sound like we have some victims, so this is beginning to sound less like celebratory gunfire and some sort of a beef. It could be some gang thing where people are flying different colors. Could be as prosaic.
See, this is let me run this. This is why no matter if you're Jonathan Majors or I think somebody hit me up, after yesterday's show was like, I hope you defend me as much as you do Jonathan Majors. This is why I say the things that I say. Listen, now he's just speculating. Just speculated. But why would you mention gangs? When you have a certain hue, there's always a hint of language that goes in that tries to tell you exactly who you think it is. Let me rewind it. I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm glad I got to this part. Let me just go back. I'm gonna go back 30 seconds and I know. I know. But see, I didn't know first things first was going to show this Fox News alert. But not only Fox News, there's other news stations that use this language. I just want to show it. Fox News is going to be, this is low hanging fruit, honestly. Let's be real. This is low. When it comes to Fox News, sometimes it writes itself. It legitimately, the narrative writes it, or the jokes write themselves. But what I want to point out is that this is tactics that a lot of mainstream media besides Fox News uses. MSNBC. This is why you have to actively listen to what you hear. Listen, let me go back one more time.
This Union Station area, Paul.
Yeah, so this seems to have transitioned into investigation very quickly, which does argue that maybe the two characters that they have are, in fact, involved. Some of the facts here are starting to coalesce for us. It does sound like we have some victims, so this is beginning to sound less like celebratory gunfire and some sort of a beef. It could be some gang thing where, people are flying different colors. Could be as prosaic as somebody bumped into somebody in a heavy crowd and, words were exchanged.
Why did he go? Now, again, that's the only part that I wanted to play. Thank you again for the alley-oop, because that was too easy. Why am I not big? Kansas City is nowhere close. It's funny. Ever since we start winning around here, there's more stuff to do because Pat Mahomes has been our quarterback. Like, literally, our city, not even gonna joke with you, our city used to be boring, like boring. But it's not as boring, anymore, because you have a lot more, restaurants that came to town, a lot more things, because you got a winner. So you want to go where they're winning at. But for them, of course, this is Fox News. And Paul Morrell is just speculating. But for him to insinuate that maybe it was some gang colors, dog, I'm telling you right now, I've been in Kansas City off and on. I mean, I'm from KCK, which is across the water. You know what I mean? But I've been in this city almost my whole entire life. I've been in Missouri. Let me take this back. I've been in Kansas City, Missouri since 2003. Not once are we beefing because you got on Chiefs colors. We don't do that here. You know what I mean? We don't do that here. Anybody in Kansas City will let you know, ain't nobody big. This ain't the 90s. Like the 80s. Dog, we're really on when we out here You could be the biggest Crip in the world, but when you out here, you a Chiefs fan, you a Chief. Ain't nobody gonna check your nuts for you wearing some Chiefs gear, dog. We already know who the winner is here. You know what I mean? Even when the Royals won in 2015, it was a sea of blue. Wasn't nobody coming out here like, yo, what you got on them Royals colored for? Blood? Nah, ain't nobody do it. Man, why would you even insinuate this? I'm going to tell you why. Because the two individuals that was involved in this shooting were black, or the three people were black. Now, from what I've gathered from stories I've heard, on Facebook, people was inboxing me stuff, and shout out to y'all that was inboxing me stuff. There was more of a domestic dispute. This is more two people arguing. I'm gonna pull out my gun and show you how hard I am, because I can't fight. I don't like to throw up these right here. I feel like Pops, what Pops said on Friday makes, you know what I'm saying? Hey, scared of catching an ass whooping. Some people don't want to throw up throw up their hands no more. You know what I mean? And this is what happened. And one of the guns somebody had, for what I've heard from firsthand reports, they seen the gun, is one of the guns that if you switch it, it gets it's a single round, but if you hit another switch, it's a automatic, so it'll unload the whole entire clip in one shot. That's what the trigger does. And if you have a gun with that much power, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna aim it properly. It's going to go all over the place because you can't hold it. You're not gonna aim it. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to properly aim it with that many rounds coming out at once. That's why when some of the tips that I heard was like you heard a few shots and then you heard 10 to 12 shots, which coincides with the type of weapon that was found on the scene. And yeah, y'all right. Fox is going Fox, D-Sizzle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tough guy today who has the coolest gun. And thank you, Robert D, for another gifted 5 membership. So if you're not a member, thank you, Robert D. You can be able to become a member. Robin is a blessing. I thank her. Robin is most definitely a blessing. But Caliber, you're right. They like to paint a narrative, and this is why I was doing this show, because I could have just easily ignored my city to talk about Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Again, what I'm going to fight against is narrative pushing. Because just because you see two black people, everybody at the parade got on red. Everybody. I knew I wasn't tripping when I heard that. Everybody at the parade got on red. So what gang is coming in with everybody? You know how many people you got to run through? And first of all, gangs don't run like that here. This ain't LA. And it's so sad because and again, this is why I was pushing when I did that 5-hour live, which was long as hell. And shout out to Planet Fanatics did like an 8-hour stream. Shout out to him. We still got to link up too. But even when you have a situation like this, it's say for instance it was a mass shooting. This is just say for instance because we've had that. It was a mass shooting. Majority of the people who do mass shootings are white people. But we don't blame the whole white race for some dummy who decides that they want to just, they want to see who they can harm today. You know what I mean? But why do we, and I'm talking to my people too, because we go on there and, because you just go on your Facebook, you know what I mean? And the first thing they're telling you is, look how black people acting, and it's black people. Black people don't know how to act. Black people don't do this. Black people don't do that. You know what I mean? Black people, black people, black people, black people, black people, black like dog, like be serious. You know what I mean? Like legitimately be serious. Like it's not it's instead of just praying for the people who lost their lives and looking at the situation for what it is, somebody decided to do something stupid. We decide, you know what, we're gonna blame black people, and some of it is us, and legitimately some of it is us. Oh, they forgot to. Oh, okay. Okay, D. I see you. But I feel bad for the for the people who just want to come out and just enjoy themselves, man. I feel bad for those kids. I don't need to be blaming black people for what three idiots did. Because you know what? Black people could have been shot and killed that day. For nothing. For nothing. My friend could have been taken from me for nothing. Somebody I've been knowing since I got to Missouri in 2003. It's just, I got family, I got friends. They were at the parade. Just think if you would have got a phone call because somebody want to be an idiot. It has nothing to do with black people. This is just what these people do. This is what people who don't understand life, you know what I mean? They don't understand the value of life and how precious life is. They don't understand how great we have it and how blessed we really are. I'm blessed because even when I moved to Houston, even when I moved to LA, I'm like, I gotta get the satellite package real back then. I gotta get some type of package, because my biggest thing is I gotta watch my Chiefs. Good, bad, and indifferent. I gotta watch my Chiefs. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I'm glad Chill came in. Get Chill's popped up. That it exactly, man, you was read my mind. This is why in that 5-hour stream, it was so important. And me and Chill was talking about this. Like, I don't have no problem. Houston is full. No, it ain't. I still come back to Houston. Well, I love Houston too. Houston is. I got so much love and family in as far as friends, like actual family, but fam that's down in there. You know what I mean? My old T-Mobile family, yeah. Got love for H-Town, most definitely. But with me and Blue and she dressed me and Chill, and Pam, we're talking, and that's why I was talking about. I don't have no problem with Power. I don't have no problem with Snowfall. I don't have no problem with shows like that, Empire, P-Valley, all of that, because it's entertainment. I know how entertainment is, but that's why it's so valuable to counteract that with positive shows too. Don't tell me ain't nobody watching. There's people watching for every South Central or whatever. We were watching other black people be successful. So don't tell me we don't watch that. I don't believe that. I believe that's what we believe, and they push it so far down our throats. You believe that's the only thing that's on there. They make sure to connect with, white on black websites and in channels. I said it right, white on black publications, that put, that shoot hip hop and the culture or whatever, and they're white on, and they help push the agenda. When we just have something, when we show us in a positive light, while we still scream recast T'Challa and all of that. Because it's so important to push these positive images, because you can't say there's gangs and all that stuff. There's positive images out there of people being kings, living, not the stuff that you see in the shade room and because it's easy when we're splitting each other apart, man. But it's so. What did T'Challa say? Weak men burn bridges. No. Strong men build bridges. It was something like that. But he said when tragedy happens, or when people gather for a cause, trash in the minds of people get forced out without thought of where it lands. It's just heartbreaking, man. And like I said, I got people I went to school with, that's on Facebook, which is live on Facebook too. That are, talking about this, talking about their shaking, all of that. Like I said, man, I feel horrible, man. I feel 100% horrible. For these people, So please, take some time out, send a prayer to the family of Lisa Lopez, and and all the victims who was shot in my city, man, and just let them people and like I said, man, if you got loved ones, we just finished Valentine's Day and all of that. If you got loved ones and all of that, man, hug them, let them know that you love them, because you never know when that day is their last. Even your day, if you, by the sound of my voice, just enjoy the moments. Don't take the moments for granted. Don't take the moments from your friends, from your families, and from the ones that you truly love. Don't never, ever take that moment for granted. Embrace the moment. Cherish the moment. Even when you get angry at that person, shake that off, because you got to enjoy the moments that you have, the good, bad, and indifferent. Tell somebody today that you love them. Tell them that you care. Tell them, that from this day forward, I'm going to cherish every moment with you. And that's all I got to say today. All right. Just pray for my city, man, and just pray for all, the people. And yes, shout out to Robin D, man, a blessing, a true to heart blessing. True to the heart blessing. I appreciate her. I tell her, I hit her up on Instagram, but like, man, I thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who has chatted, who's following this channel. Like I said, sometimes I want to talk about comic book movies, man, but when it comes to my people, I'm still going to stand up. Always remember that. And dispel the narratives that they push against us. So I appreciate everybody that's in this chat, everybody who's watching, everybody who likes, share, and subscribe to this channel. Trust and believe. I love you. Dre Mac love y'all from the bottom of y'all heart, and he is so appreciative. That's why I get up and do this every day and have no problem with it. All right. You already know what I got to do.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right. So let me get up out of here. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of The Dre Max Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Enjoy your Thursday. Where is my outro at? Let's get up out of here, y'all. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.